Dear Table Hockey World, welcome to Aalborg, welcome to Denmark. I'm broadcasting here from my own home in Aalborg. And behind me you can see some of my great memories from the Table Hockey World. Over here there are trophies from Moscow 2014, the Danish Championship, which was a challenge to organize here in 2021, from Tallinn, Estonia, Switzerland, Slovenia, and down here from 2011 US Open, a very special final against a legendary player, Ron Marsic. When sitting here, all the memories from table hockey comes back to me. And this is necessary in a time where it is very difficult to get motivated to organize tournaments because there are a lot of challenges. Here I have perhaps one of the most important things for me, that is the gold medal from the Swedish Team Championship 2012, where I had the pleasure to win with Dime. Also, this tournament was not organized in 2021 because of the challenges with COVID-19. In a time like this, there's not much we can do. We can try to encourage the world to organize tournaments, do the best you can, find new systems, keep people safe. But to be honest, we have seen both big and small tournaments cancelled also in 2021. I mentioned to you Swiss Open, which was not organized this autumn, Riga Cup, perhaps now the biggest and most prestigious tournament of them all, with a lot of players, both young talented players, but also many of the experienced players who are traveling around the world to play and have fun with table hockey. It was not possible for different reasons to organize these tournaments. From the executive committee of ITHF, we are of course very sad about cancellations. But if the national governments, the authorities, tell the sport organizations that it is not legal to organize a tournament, it means it is not legal. Then they cannot do it. We can hope for a better 2022. And I know many of us said the same thing 1 year ago, but that's what we can do. And then we can try to rethink how to organize tournaments. Perhaps again it is time to consider a system where it is not necessary to change games 20 times in the basic group and 24 times or 23 times in the final division. It could perhaps be an idea to organize at least some tournaments with another number of players and with another system with more best of 7. These are only ideas. But to be honest, if the national authorities tells the organizers you are not allowed to organize tournaments, then it is impossible. There are also good memories from 2021. One of my best memories was that we in Denmark managed to organize the Danish Championship. It was not a big championship. We tried to schedule it several times in the winter 2021. We couldn't because the government told us you are forbidden to organize tournaments. We tried again in spring and we had to cancel the tournament, postpone it again and again, but we managed to organize it. This also means that even though it is the Danish Championship and I am of course the biggest favorite, it really means something to me to have that trophy over here, because it tells a story. On one side it tells a story about the date where it was planned to be organized and then it was not possible. Then we ordered some new gravements for the trophy. So in fact it tells a story about how 2021 was. But the biggest memory for me was the World Championships 2021 in August in Tallinn, Estonia. It must have been a big roller coaster ride for the organizers. Now we will do it, now we will not do it. Okay, we have to cancel it, we have to postpone it, we have to postpone it again. It was not easy for them. I decided 2-3 weeks before the championship, okay, I'll go. I was very much in doubt because of the vaccination, because it would give me a lot of trouble not to travel to Estonia in fact, but I had to go from Aalborg to Amsterdam and then from the Netherlands to Estonia. And I had, even though I was only 2 hours in the airport of Amsterdam, to fill out 4 or 5 formulas just to enter that airport and go further to Estonia. It was quite irritating. And during the championship, I got a lot of contacts from people who were a little bit afraid of what will happen, and people, they are not wearing masks, and are they vaccinated, are they not vaccinated? There were a lot of questions about that. Of course, this is natural. I understand very much that people were afraid what to do, but I must say it was an incredible job done by Tim Savelyev and his team from Estonia who did these championships. And I must also say there are also many positive things to say about the postponement of the tournament. To organize a tournament in August perhaps gives a better chance to see all the best juniors entering the tournament. And what we want is to see the future of table hockey. Many young players coming from Latvia, Estonia, Ukraine, Russia, Sweden, going to the tournament because there are not examinations in August. Perhaps this was not a bad idea. This brings to me an idea which the Executive Committee of ITHF will ask you to think about and to later on vote about in an extraordinary delegates conference. It will not be now, it will be later in 2022. Therefore, please, in your federation, start to consider once again whether the best solution really is to have the annual international championship in June. Perhaps it is better to schedule it in May, July, August, September, or perhaps something else. We will ask you to start to discuss this, debate this in your national federation, also because national federations are changing from time to time. New people are leaving and new people are coming into the federations. Start to discuss what is your opinion about this. Is it the right solution also in the future to have the annual international European or World Championship in June, or is it perhaps better in August or in another month? I will say to you, thank you very much to all of you who were fighting against COVID-19, both to make your tournaments secure for people to go to, but also in order to organize tournaments at all. I know from my country it has not been easy. Before COVID-19, we in fact in Denmark, not internationally, but on a national level, managed to find a lot of young players being 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 years old, going to our tournaments, which at least made it more interesting to visit tournaments in Denmark. This was good for us, and now we can start all over again because we have lost more than 50% of the young players. They lost the interest because they could sit at home and play computer games instead. So it is not easy, but try to encourage yourself to do it, to continue to keep the interest in table hockey, organize your tournaments, both national tournaments and the World Tour. And then we will cross our fingers for 2022 to perhaps be a little bit better than the last 2 years. Here from Aalborg, Denmark, to you, I want to wish you the best of luck in 2022. Happy New Year.